using WikiTree B to create cemetery categories within WikiTree. Let's show you how. Hi everyone, this is Sandy from the Appalachia Project on WikiTree. Just learned of a new function on WikiTree B that will allow you to create a cemetery category in WikiTree by automatically pulling data from Find a Grave. Let me give you a little bit of background. I was mentioning to Flo from Germany Project, a WikiTree friend of mine, how long it takes to create cemetery categories. And he said he might have an idea to help me out. So he created this little program for us. And Ian, who has created B, pulled the information that Flo created into B. And if you have WikiTree B, you can use this really quick and easy function to create a cemetery category very quickly. To find B, you just go up to your Find apps and then scroll down until you see WikiTree B and install it. I just want to point out this is WikiTree B. This is not WikiTree browser extension. Just follow the information and you'll be able to take it from there. Let me go ahead and show you how this works. So I've got a profile here of David Moorhead, and I want to create a cemetery category for him because I noticed there isn't one, and there is a Find a Grave as a source. So if you click on that Find a Grave source, you'll come over to his profile, his Find a Grave profile. This is where you have to do some homework. This is not going to help you double check the information of the profile person on WikiTree and Find a Grave. You need to double check that yourself. So I've already done my homework and I've ensured that this David Moorhead is the one that I'm looking for on WikiTree. What you need to do is you need to go to the cemetery main page. You never create a cemetery category from a profiled cemetery page. You always want to do it from the main cemetery page, which is right here. If you notice too, we've got East Union Presbyterian Cemetery. It's also known as Allison Cemetery, and it's in Indiana County, Pennsylvania. I want to create a cemetery category on WikiTree. So all I got to do, because I have B, I'm going to come up to my little B icon in the top right-hand side on my toolbar, click on that. Automatically a page in WikiTree will open up. It's a space page, or excuse me, a category page. This part up top is called a cemetery template, and all the information that came from that Find a Grave page is automatically put in the edit box for that category. And you'll notice it even has that also known as put in. We kind of are categorizing at the county level, and that's why it says Indiana County, Pennsylvania, but it also has the GPS coordinates as well as the Find a Grave ID. Everything in that box populates this box up top. And again, the name of the cemetery, plus it's also known as. I just want to caution you to take a look and make sure everything looks okay. If you see any red ink here in this box, then that means it's not existing on WikiTree and you might need to make some adjustments. So definitely pause, and if you have any red ink, and fix that before you go any further. What I want to do now, since it's already populated, I'm just going to save the page. And there you go. What I'm going to do is come down to this little line here that's highlighted for me, the category. I'm going to right mouse click and copy it and come back over to my profile, click on edit, scroll down my edit, and at the very, very top, categories always go above the biography line. I'm just going to hit my enter key once to give me space and room to paste this particular category in. And there you go. It's all set and it's all done. I'm going to pick categorization because that's exactly what this is. And we're done. Here you go. And you'll see that you have the cemetery listed right there. If you want to see another one, let's come over to this one. This is Robert James Hood. I see there's no category here for a cemetery, but there is a source. So if I click on the Find a Grave, for Robert Hood, I'm going to come to his profile on Find a Grave. Again, I've already done my homework and double checked that the source is accurate. This is the right person. So I need to click on the main cemetery page. And once I click on the main cemetery page, here I am. I'm just going to click B. It's going to populate for me. But if you notice, this is going to be really interesting. This doesn't look the same. I don't have that box that's up there to show me everything that was carried over. Instead, I have a current version and something called Your Text. When you see this, guess what? It means that category is already on WikiTree. You can choose to update it if you'd like. I'm just going to leave it as it is. I can update it later if I choose to, but I'm just going to leave it as is. So this tells me that this category already exists. I do not need to create this category. So I am just going to do an exit. I'm just going to close it completely out and keep on moving. I'll show you that one more time. This is another one that has a Find a Grave for a source here, but there's no category. If I come over to the Find a Grave listing, I see that, yep, she is here. Let me click on this Geesey Town cemetery page from the very main page. If I click on B again, oh, there it is again. So this cemetery is already in WikiTree. Pretty cool, pretty easy to figure out what to do. If this cemetery wasn't already in WikiTree, I would see that template box at the top and I could just say save and keep on going. Since this page is already in there, I'm just going to leave it alone. If you feel like you want to update it, feel free, but I'm going to leave it alone. I'm not going to mess with it. I'm just going to come up to the big X on that tab and click it and close out. This brings us to every time you create a cemetery page or go to create a cemetery page, a secondary page will pop up to try and find the Billion Graves website. For Geesey Town, it didn't seem to pop up. So all you got to do is click out, exit, and you're done. And that's how you create cemetery categories with the new function in B. Definitely want to give a shout out to Flo from the Germany project that also works on the apps project for not only listening to me complain about how much time it takes to create these, but finding a solution. And to Ian, who created B and brought Flo's functionality into B and brings it to us in one quick package. And I hope you guys find it as useful as I do. Thanks.